11 years ago, our first guest was our first guest ever to appear on this program. This man has a brand new motion picture entitled Groundhog Day, which opens all across the United States today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program the young, the personable, Bill Murray. Bill! Good to see
you. You're still here.
Yeah.
I ran over the other place.
No.
Did I hear you? Oh, it was snowing out there. My shoes are all wet.
I'm terribly sorry, but thank you for making the effort.
Glad I found you,
Yeah, good to see you.
Hi, sorry.
Now, did you have trouble in the snow? Because I know you've been traveling the last 24 hours, and I really am very grateful that you made the trouble to come in.
For you?
Thank you.
I had a tough time today. I had a guy driving me because I really couldn't drive myself, and it was snowing all day today, and I was sort of like saying, okay, we got to go up to, 112th in Amsterdam, and you just go, you know where that is, right? Oh, fine, no problem, And I just sort of doze off in the back, and I'd look at him and go, why went Park Avenue? Oh, yeah, okay, all right. He made a 7-point turn in 96th Street. 7 times it took him to turn a car around. So then I went back to sleep again, and all of a sudden we're on a street I've never been on in Manhattan. It's called Manhattan. Anybody know where Manhattan Street is in Manhattan? Yeah. What street do you live on? Manhattan Street, probably. But anyway, and then it was like, I don't want to get in the slush there. So every time you'd stop, you would have to
That's what you
parallel
say,
park 6
Mr.
times.
Big shot movie star.
Mr.
Please
Murray.
don't get me in the slush.
Well, it turns out the guy, I thought his name was Tommy. It turns out his name is Tomas. He's from Barcelona. He's never driven in the snow before. He just kept looking for some sort of a bull path to follow. It was completely dense.
You just kept calling him Tommy, didn't you?
Tommy, and there'd be nothing. It'd be like, Tommy.
You know what, I was a couple of weeks ago, I'm at home on a like a Saturday afternoon, and I see golf. I love televised golf.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. I especially love the seniors tour because it slows the game down even more.
Yeah, because they've got to walk from the cart path to their ball and then back to the cart path.
But I'm watching the Pebble Beach, the pro-am from Pebble Beach, and my gosh, there you are playing golf with those guys.
Yes.
Now, how did that happen?
Mix up. Well, they're regretting it this week, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate for them. But,
You must be a pretty good golfer, though.
Well, not really, no. Well, I'm okay. I'm a caddy, though. And they think in an emergency, well, there's one of our celebrities can loop in an emergency, Excuse me, Bob Hope has fallen. Could you carry his bag? I don't know. But actually, I play with Dr. Scott Simpson and Mark Grace of the Cubs, and we just chopped it around. Mark Grace made some money, I guess. Yeah. Like he needs money, but he's a hit-em-where-they-ain't kind of guy,
Was it a thrill for you?
Well, we had a lot of fun. We violated most of the standards at Pebble Beach, but we had a lot of fun. I threw this lady in a sand trap, and she didn't sue,
Well, you got on clean.
And then on the 18th green, I made a 45-foot putt in front of like 5,000 people.
I
swear to God, I did. And here's the amazing thing is, the TV cameras didn't have it.
They faded to black.
No, yeah. They've got shots of, Snoopy on the blimp, but they do not have my putt on the 18th green. And that's why, if I could have a moment, I know CBS is the network that covered this, and I will never watch that network again.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Sorry.
Oh, sure,
Sorry.
fine.
Sorry,
thanks.
this is going to come to face, but I not only my friends and my family, I don't want to watch the station any longer, and I'm hoping that all my followers out there and just friends of the game of golf and of show business in general, except until 11:30 at night. We're going to make an exception for one guy. We're making the exception one guy, and who is it? Dave.
Bill, I'm very excited because when you were here 11 years ago, you electrified not only the studio audience, but the home viewers with a musical number, a song, and it was great. Do you have something like that for us tonight?
That was the thing we were all crazy about at the time, called Let's Get Physical.
That's right. Olivia Newton-John.
Newton-John. Well, Newton-John was an influence, and I wanted to, but I haven't really kept my, well, I do have one thing,
yeah.
but I haven't, let me just see if Paul knows.
Okay. Oh, we got Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, we know that one.
Yeah.
We know it.
What do you got over there?
1, 2, 3.
It's a late night show starring Dave Letterman, Indianapolis's own. Chilly skits, music and gas. Is Bud Melvin for real? Hey man, I don't know. Well, it's news and it's sports. It's weather report. Trying so hard to please you. It's good for the farmers. Milkmen and steak charmers. There's even a chuckle or two. It's the Dave Letterman Show. Keep me crazy, funny man. Where is that Marvin Albert with his blooper? You're gonna love that Dave. Love to say, here comes Dave.
Beautiful job, Bill. Wonderful job. Man, that was nice. Great going, Paul. We have to pause for a commercial. We'll be right back here. More with Mr. Murray. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Murray. Rosie Perez also on our program tonight, and Diggable Planets. Do you enjoy Diggable Planets?
Yeah, I saw him on the box the other day. I like him.
Saw them on the box?
The box. You know the box, Channel 50? It's the station where you can call a phone number and play whatever video you want.
No. Where do you have that?
It's on TV.
I don't get that. I've never seen that.
Yeah, they got it everywhere almost.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's going to be big. You can tell which record companies, like if there's a bad song,
yeah,
you can tell the record company like calls it 25 times to play this bad song over again. And then there's like somebody that calls in the middle of the night and calls like Two Live Crew 16 times in a row, you know, just to see the
Is this a little like that dance party thing Dick Clark does?
I don't have that.
You know, you did this, the movie Groundhog Day. It's a great idea for a film, and I'm surprised somebody hasn't tried something like this in the past, but it seems like a wonderful premise for a motion picture. Tell people what the idea of it is.
It's about a guy who gets...
What's the matter with you?
They told me to stretch. It's about a fella who gets caught in a day. He's a weatherman in Pittsburgh, and he's got this drag assignment, which is to go to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to cover the Groundhog Day Festival. He resents it. He doesn't like to go. He hates everybody in the town. He goes. And he wakes up the next morning, and he's there again. It's the same day.
Yeah. Somehow,
keeps repeating.
time stands still for this man. The same 24-hour section of his life is repeated o'er and o'er again.
You know that feeling?
Well, a little here tonight, yeah. In the movie, you got to work with a good friend of ours, Chris Elliott, who used to work on the program.
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Yes, it was. I mean, let me say this. It's not fun to work with Chris Elliott.
Really?
It's a challenge.
Yeah.
And an honor. It's a funny thing because we pushed each other. It's like, until we got quality. You know? And if he wasn't happy...
How long did that take? May still be pushing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think it was settled until the editing room floor for either of us.
Let's take a look at a clip of the movie, Groundhog Day.
Sounds good. Yeah.
What are we going to see?
This is going to be, this is the first morning that I'm staying in this bed and breakfast in Punxsutawney, and I'm coming down like the big shot, the big guy from Pittsburgh.
Right, and this is when the realization falls over you that it's still Groundhog?
No, that'll cost you $7 to see. This is the first thing in the movie.
Just something cheap we throw away for the kids. Okay,
right,
here we go. Bill Murray, Groundhog Day. Watch closely.
That's an example.
Who is the actress? Is that...
She's not really an actress. we shot the movie in Woodstock, Illinois, and that's Angela Patton. And Angela, we got her out of the Pontiac Correctional Institute.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it's kind of
you didn't.
It was a work exchange program.
No.
She has no formal training whatsoever. This is a woman who only got out because it was like a
Why was she in?
aggravated manslaughter.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
is
It's
that right?
instant widowhood. She killed her husband.
Oh, and
Yeah.
she's now still out making
She
films.
poisoned him. I guess in the state of Illinois, if you have any remorse at all, that counts.
Uh-huh. And if you have some kind of show business job, that'll get you right out.
Well, you know how it is. It's not who you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
exactly. Bill, you know, it's always a pleasure to have you here. You're great fun. I have the greatest respect for you. I think you're wonderfully talented and a very
Dave,
nice man. Thank you very
It
much.
is so much fun for me to come here
Yeah.
because of the people that you get in this audience. I'm not just blowing smoke.
Exactly.
I mean, the one thing that you might miss in your move is when you go over there is I don't know if you get the same crowd because over there at CBS they pass out their free tickets over at Penn Central, and you guys at the Penn Station but you guys go the extra yard and go to the Grand Central Station to the steam tunnels underneath and get these people here tonight. That's why they're so happy tonight. Thanks for coming so much.
It is a happy audience. Yeah. There they are. Wait a second, hold it. What's the matter? That man up there?
Hey,
6 rows back?
are you okay?
Yeah,
Are you okay? Well, he's not having a good time. Wait a second.
Don't press our
Go
luck.
on. Well. Go ahead, Dave. Go with the show.
All right.
Do you really want to watch the show, or would you mind, maybe want to talk to somebody? Come on, let's go out.
Is he all right, Bill? Is he okay, Bill? Is he all right?
Yeah, John's gonna be fine, Dave. He'll be fine.
What's the matter? He's just a little depressed?
I don't know. We'll go outside.
All right. Take care of him. Thanks, Bill. Be careful. That's very odd. I think Bill may have adopted him. If you were watching earlier, Bill Murray seemed to have grabbed someone out of the audience. Where is he now, Hal? Bill Murray. Let's find. All right, let's see what he's doing. Bill, are you up? Can you hear me? There's Bill Murray. Bill, what's up? What's happened? What's the matter with the guy?
Oh, we're just. I think it's one of those times when we need a little pick-me-up. You know what I mean, Dave? You know, do you like chocolate?
So it's a nutritional problem?
Well, you know, sometimes you have those funny kind of days where you don't feel your best, and maybe if your blood pumped a little faster, you might feel a little better.
So
a little sluggish emotionally.
So maybe it's a blood sugar emergency, that kind of
Maybe.
thing? Yeah.
You know, we both like chocolate. We have a lot in common. That's good. I think that's great.
Bill, this reminds me of all the good work that Father Ritter used to do right here in New York City.
Yeah.
You're here to be commended on your attempts to help this young man out.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
all right.
very
Well,
much.
I'll tell you what, we'll check back with you later.
Hey, do you know how to open these? All right, we'll see you later,
All right,
Dave.
thanks, Bill. Okay. Very odd. Before we bring Rosie out, let's see what Bill is up to. Bill, can you hear me?
You're saying
Bill
it for your
Murray
own
with
good.
yeah, there he is, the kid from the audience.
Look,
What's going on, Bill?
Johnny's saying it for your own
Snap
good.
out of it.
What?
Look alive. You gotta come
He's saying it
alive.
because he loves you, John.
You gotta come alive.
He's saying it because
Get
he cares
some new
about you,
clothes.
John.
Look like somebody.
He's
Be
talking to
somebody.
you, John.
Stand up and be
Let's hear
somebody.
John's voice.
You can't give up like that.
You can't give
Stand
up.
up and
Stand
be
up.
somebody.
Stand
you
up.
can do
Bill,
it. You can do
what's
it.
going on exactly?
Dave, we're having a tough love
Come
intervention.
on, stand up. Do it.
John had
Do
a moment
it.
of self-doubt where he
You
didn't
can
think
do it.
anybody
You
cared
got the
about him.
I
strength.
see. Good
You know,
thinking.
and I
You
asked the
can
Reverend if he
do
could
it.
say something that would
You can do it.
get the
Stand
real
up.
John out, get him
Right.
going, get him
Yeah.
up on his feet again.
All right, well, good. Good luck.
This is interesting. Dave, you
You
would like
gotta
this.
do it.
Reverend Sharpton, what was that thing you said about the angels that was so good?
Angels. Angels would come around him looking like like this. Get him some new dress. Get him some self-esteem.
You want the
Stand
angels,
up.
don't
You
you?
can do it.
You want
Try
the
it.
angels?
Be somebody.
It's just that we've
You
all
gotta
had
do
days
it.
like
You
this,
gotta
Johnny.
do it.
Dave, have we all had days like this?
Oh, absolutely, Bill.
And that's Dave having a day like that.
Good luck. We'll leave you guys alone up there.
Come on.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. I think they're in my office. Now let's see what Bill is up to with our audience. Hi, Bill. Wow. You've made some real progress, Bill. That's good to see. There's a man doing he's giving a little something of himself back to the community. Nice going, Bill. And of course, Reverend Sharpton. Have a great weekend, folks. Good night, everybody.